Hey viewers, Chris from Chris Country here. This intro is going to be kind of short because, of course, it's a video blog. As you can probably tell from the title up above, I've got a message I'd like to say today. Recently, I have come to discover, or at least I suspect, that one of my close friends, I'm not naming names, friends I suspect, has a controlling boyfriend. This boyfriend has said some things to both my wife and I that were pretty hurtful. We care a lot about our friends, really. And we were just checking up on this friend of ours. And he said some stuff and basically said, that he is in control and doesn't think that we need to be associating ourselves with her anymore. So, got my wife pretty upset. Be upset too. I mean, I do care about people that are close to me in my life. But it's got me to thinking, this really isn't my first time dealing with controlling, I just call them controlling boyfriends. And you know what, this is my message to the controlling boyfriends. They, in my opinion, they fall in the same category as wife abusers, child abusers. No, they're just cowards. Straight up cowards. I'm not a feminist. I don't consider myself a feminist, but women can do the same thing that men can do. They can pull their weight like anybody else. They have the same brain power. Same ability to do things, if not better, than what the male species can do. The only thing that separates a male from a female is the reproductive system and the hormones that the two genders possess separate from each other. That's it. I don't think that women were put here to be controlled by the male species. I really don't know who puts this idea in our head or if it's the testosterone, but in my opinion, women aren't here to serve men. Women are just as capable, if not more capable, than pursuing their own dreams than men are. Women have dreams. Everybody's entitled to their own life. For the men out there that think, I have to control my girl. That's how she stays with me. Well, you know what? All it is just you hiding the fact that you're weak. And you're incompetent. And you're scared. If your girl wants to be with you, she will be with you. Why the hell do you have to make her life difficult by making her choose her friends? Just because you perceive one of her friends as a threat. Or what have you. That just makes you a coward. How would you like it if someone said, hey, you can't be friends with this person. I don't think you should be talking to that person. I don't like this guy, so don't talk to him. I don't like that girl, so don't talk to him. You don't like it, so why the hell would a girl like it? Everybody's entitled to their own life. Everybody's entitled to their own friends. If you can't trust a girl to have her friends and still be with you, then don't be with the girl. It's that simple. Why track a girl down and try and put a freaking leash on her? You wouldn't want that. How would you like it if someone puts a leash on you and says who you can go out and see and all this crap? Men, in my opinion, men who do that to women are just cowards. They're incompetent and they've got nothing to prove. So they just run around and be a bigot. Think, hey, if I can control my girl, it makes me look like a badass, keeps my girl in line. You don't keep a girl in line. No girl deserves to be kept in line. Now, on to the next thing, wife beaters. That's what I'm just going to call them. First off, they don't have any rights, so I really don't care if this message does offend wife beaters. Hey, wife beaters, how would you like it if you got, if you had to get chased around in the corner by, a Bubba 3 times the size of you and get smacked around with a belt or whatever the hell you think, whatever the hell you want to do to your girls. How do you like it if your mom put up with that? How do you like it if your sister put up with that? It's called the golden rule. Okay? Last I checked, I don't think anybody wants that for them or their family members, so why the hell do it to anybody else? Oh, well, it's how I was raised. Well, you know what? That's how you're raised. Big freaking whip. My message to anybody that tries to blame their parents on how they were raised. It's simple. The golden rule. If you want it to be done with you, then you sure as hell shouldn't be doing it to everybody else. You're just a coward. And again, just like the people that try to control their girls. You thinking that beating the girl is going to make her stay with you. Well, you know what? She might, because you practically whipped her into submission, but it's cowards like you that make it hard for the nice folks like myself or anybody else that this world considers nice to find a decent girl. There are no decent girls. You know, all the decent girls get taken by cowards like yourself. Because you somehow swindle these girls with your bad macho attitude, what the hell have you, and then you beat the crap out of them. And then they have a hard time trusting a guy once they get out of the relationship. If they ever get out. And the same goes with the child abusers. The child abusers are the ones that I least like. What the hell has the child done to you? Nothing. Exactly. So why are you beating the child that doesn't deserve to be beaten? And when I say beat, I don't mean like discipline beat, okay? I don't really say I was raised by the belt, but you know what? If I screwed up or if I did something wrong, you bet I got a paddling. That's how I was raised. Okay, but I never really considered myself beat. I never really considered myself beat up on a daily basis or things like that. And you know what? I turned out alright. You know, quick sidebar. Message to CPS. Knock it off. This bullshit of you going around going, oh, you shouldn't be touching your kids. You know, you can't spank them. Just teach them to hit. No, I like how Sinbad puts it. The comedian. No, it doesn't. It just teaches them to sit down. I was raised and disciplined with the belt, and I turned out just fine. Now you got CPS preaching saying that, oh no, now you got to give them a timeout. It's the way to go. My dad would take time out of his busy day to whip our asses. Thanks to Foxworthy. But it's true. I had discipline like that, but my parents, they showed me the line. There's discipline and there's love. So for those that think it's cool to cross the line and just whip the kids out of anger or whatever, you know what? Get help, but don't take it out on your kids. They're innocent. And I'll tell you another thing too. I'm trying to keep this as short as I can. You know, like I said, I've had many female friends. I can't say many, but I've had a few wind up with the controlling boyfriends. And my message to these girls is this. Again, I'm not being feminist, but you know what? My message is, you can be anybody you damn well wish to be. You don't need approval from a guy. Be yourself. Don't try and settle and make others happy. If you're not happy with yourself, how can you be happy with anybody else? Be yourself. Recognize that you are a special and capable person. You don't have to be with a guy. You don't have to make a guy like you. You don't have to settle for somebody that makes you uncomfortable or flips your world upside down, and tries to control you. But at the end of the day says, oh, but I still love you. And then turn around and say, well, you can't talk to this person or this person or this person. That guy is just trying to control you because he's got nothing to prove. He's got nothing to show. So he's being a bigot. But women, there are plenty of guys out there. Trust me. You don't need to settle for the guy that's going to try and tell you what to do. The good Lord has made a crap ton of guys. And just because good-looking macho man over there has a motorcycle, doesn't mean you have to satisfy him. You don't have to satisfy the best-looking ones or the ones with the most macho attitude to be somebody. Be yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Go after your dreams. Do what you want to do. And if you don't like a situation, it's a free world. Show that bigot to the curb, Don't be afraid to be yourself and recognize that you deserve so much better than those guys that have nothing to prove but still want to drag you down with them. That's my message. It's a ramble. What have you. But I'll tell you another thing too. You know what? I was raised that you never raise your hand to a girl. And I will say this much. I see a guy raise his hand to a girl or a child. You bet I'm gonna be there. I might not be the biggest, toughest guy there. I might not be the best fighter, but I tell you what, I see a guy raise his hand to a girl, he's gonna have to go through me. And I'm not just talking about my wife either, although my wife knows I'll take a bullet for her. But a guy raises his hand to a girl, needs to be knocked the heck down and put in his place. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. It's a random vlog, so I hope you all have enjoyed it, or at least it wakes somebody up. I don't know. I just needed to vent. I'm Chris for Chris Country. You can always visit me at my Facebook page, Chris Country. Or, of course, feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, night, week, weekend, whatever time it happens to be, wherever you're at. I'll see you on the next video. Girls, remember, every one of you are special. You don't need to settle. Be who you want to be, and don't be afraid to chase after your dreams. We'll see you.